And if you need to exit or re-enter at any time, we ask you to do so only between scenes. Due to copyright restrictions, taking pictures or video of this production is strictly prohibited. Please silence your phones and refrain from texting, as it is distracting to our performers. Lastly, to keep each other safe during the COVID-19 pandemic, all of our students, staff, and musicians will be performing in masks, and so we ask you to do the same while seated in the theater and while visiting the concessions in the hallway. Thank you. And now, we are proud to present Guys and Dolls.
I got the horse right here, the name is Paul Revere, and here's a guy that says if the weather's clear, can do. This guy says the horse can do. If he says the horse can do.
I'm picking Valentine, cause I'm the morning line. This guy's got a figured at 5 to 9.
If he says the horse can do.
This guy says the horse can do.
For Paul Revere I'll bite, I hear the foot's alright. Of course it all depends if it rained last night.
I know it's Valentine, the morning works look fine. But this Josh, his brother's like friend of mine.
But if that means the horse likes to race,
this guy says the horse likes to race.
I tell you, Paul Revere, now this is no bum steer. It's from a handicapper that's real sincere.
I know it's Valentine, cause I'm the morning line. This guy says the horse can do. 5 to 9.
So make it says the horse can do.
This guy says the horse can do.
Valentine, Paul Revere, I got the horse right here.
Brothers and sisters, resist the devil and he will flee from you. That is what the Bible tells us. And that is why I am standing here in the devil's own city on the devil's own street, prepared to do battle with the forces of evil. Hear me, you gamblers, with your dice, your cards, your horses. Pause and think before it is too late. You are in great danger. I am not speaking of the prisons or the gallows, but of the greater punishment that awaits you. Repent before it is too late. Just around the corner is our little mission, where you are always welcome to come and seek refuge from this jungle of sin. Come here and talk to me. Do not think of me as Sergeant Sarah Brown, but as Sarah Brown, your sister. Join me, brothers and sisters, in resisting the devil, and we can put him to flight forever. Remember, friends, it is the Save a Soul mission, located at 409 West 49th Street, open all day and all night, with a special prayer meeting this Thursday at
Poor Miss Sarah. I wonder why a refined doll like her is mixed up in the mission dodge.
She's a beautiful doll, all right, with 100% eyes.
It is too bad the doll wastes her time being good. How could she make any money from that?
Maybe she owns a piece of the mission.
Yeah?
Hey! Benny South Street!
Harry the horse, how are you? Good. You know Nicely Johnson?
Yeah, how goes it?
Nicely, thank you.
Tell me, what about Nathan Detroit? Has he got a place for his crap game yet?
We don't know yet.
The heat is on.
He's still looking for a place.
Well, tell him I'm loaded and looking for action. I just acquired 5,000 for 30.
$5,000?
Where'd you acquire it?
I collected the reward on my father. Oh, my.
Everybody's looking for action. I just wish Nathan would find a
Why, Lieutenant Brannigan. Mr. South Street, Lieutenant Brannigan of the New York Police Department.
A pleasure.
Have either of you seen Nathan Detroit?
Which Nathan Detroit is that?
I mean the Nathan Detroit that's been running a floating crap game around here and getting away with it by moving it to a different spot every night.
Now, why are you telling us this, Your Honor?
I know you two bums work for Detroit, rustling up customers for his crap game.
We do?
Yeah?
Oh.
You can tell him for me. I know that right now he's running around trying to find a spot. Well, nobody is going to give him a spot because they all know that Brannigan is breathing down their neck.
Oh, hi, Nathan. Fellas, I'm having terrible trouble. Everybody's scared on account of that lousy Brannigan, and I can't even...
Something wrong, Mr. Detroit?
Hello, Lieutenant. I hope you don't think I was talking about you. There are other lousy Brannigans.
Detroit, I was just talking to your colleagues about your crap game. I imagine you're having trouble finding a place.
Well, the heat is on, as you must know from the fact that you now have to live off your salary.
Did you find a place?
What does that cop want from me? What, am I, a sex maniac? I merely run the crap game for the convenience of those who want a little action, in return for which I take a small cut. Is that a crime? Yeah.
Nathan, did you find a place?
Did you find a place for the game?
Did I find a place? Did I find a place? Yes, I found a place. We're holding the crap game tomorrow night at Radio City Music Hall.
How are you going to fix the ushers?
I tried all the regular places. The back of the cigar store, the funeral parlor.
Nathan, you once said there might be a chance for the Biltmore Garage.
I was over to the Biltmore Garage. Spoke to Joey Biltmore himself. He said he might take a chance and let us use the place if I get him $1,000.
$1,000?
In cash. He won't take my marker.
Your marker no good, huh?
What do you mean? A marker ain't just a piece of paper that says I owe you $1,000, signed Nathan Detroit. A marker is like a pledge, which a guy can't welch on. It's like not saluting the flag. My marker is as good as gold. Only Joey Biltmore don't think so. It don't seem possible. Me without a livelihood? Why, I've been running this crap game ever since I was a juvenile delinquent.
Nathan, can't you do something?
What can I do? I'm broke. Couldn't even buy Adelaide a present today. And you know what today is? It's mine and Adelaide's 14th anniversary.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, we've been engaged 14 years.
Nathan, concentrate on the game. The town's up to here with high players. The Greeks in town.
Brandy bottle bites.
Scranton Slim.
I know, I could make a fortune. But where can I have the game?
The Biltmore Garage wants a grand.
But we ain't got a grand on hand.
And they've now got a lock on the door at the gym at Public School 84.
There's a stockroom behind McCluskey's bar.
But Mrs. McCloskey ain't a good scout.
And things being how they are, the back of the police station is out.
So the Biltmore Garage is the spot. But the $1,000 we ain't got. Why, it's good old reliable Nathan Detroit. If you're looking for action, he'll furnish the spot. Even when the heat is on, it's never too hot. Not for good old reliable Nathan. There is always just a short walk to the oldest established permanent clothing factory in New York. There are well-heeled shooters everywhere. There are well-heeled shooters everywhere. And an awful lot of letters for the fella who can get us there.
If we only had a lousy little brand, we could be a millionaire.
That's good old reliable Nathan Detroit. If the size of your bundle you want to increase, we'll arrange that you go broken quiet in peace. In a hideout provided by Nathan, where there are no neighbors to swap. It's the oldest established permanent clothing in New York. Where's the action? Where's the game?
Gotta have the game or we'll die from shame.
It's the oldest established permanent floating crap game in New York.
Gentlemen, do not worry. Nathan Detroit's crap game will float again. My boys will let you know where it's at.
Okay, Nathan, see? You know who else is in town looking for action? Sky Masterson. Sky Masterson's in town.
Sky Masterson, there is the highest player of them all.
Higher than the Greek?
Higher than anybody. Why do you think they call him Sky? That's just how high he bets. I once saw him bet $5,000 on a cockroach. And another time, he was sick and he wouldn't take his penicillin on the account that he had bet 10 G's that his temperature would go to 104.
Oh, did it?
Did it? He was so lucky it went to 106. Good old Sky.
Maybe you could borrow the 1,000 from Sky.
Not Sky. With him, that kind of money ain't lending money. It's betting money. So why don't I bet him? Why don't I bet him $1,000 on something?
You would bet with Sky Masterson?
I ain't scared. I am perfectly willing to take the risk, providing I can figure out a bet on which there's no chance of losing. He likes crazy bets, like which lump of sugar will a fly sit on, or how far can you kick a piece of cheesecake? Cheesecake. Cheesecake! Oh, look! Run into Mindy's restaurant and ask him how many pieces of cheesecake he sold yesterday, and also how many pieces of strudel.
How much cheesecake? How much strudel? What do you want to know for?
Just do it now, beat it! Here comes Adelaide. If she hears I'm running this crap game, she will never set foot on me again.
Oh my gosh, that was so much fun. Hello, Nathan, dear.
Adelaide Pigeon.
Oh, you go ahead, girls. Order me a tuna fish on rye and a chocolate sundae with tomato ketchup and mayonnaise. Okay, Adelaide. Thank you, girls. We gotta get back to the hot box.
You still rehearsing?
Yeah, that slave driver, Charlie, he's been working us all day. Finally, I says, look, Charlie, I'm starving. I gotta get out of here and get something to eat. And he says, you don't want to eat, you just want to sneak out and meet that cheap bum Nathan Detroit.
And what did you say to him?
I told him, I says, I'll meet whoever I want.
Well, don't upset yourself. How's your cold?
It's much better, thank you. Nathan, happy anniversary!
A present for me.
I hope you like it.
A belt.
Oh, read the card.
Sugar is sweet, and so is jelly, so put this belt around your belly. That's so sweet. Honey, about your present? Mm-hmm. I was going to get you a diamond wristwatch with a gold band and 2 rupees on the side.
Oh, Nathan, you shouldn't have.
It's all right, I didn't. I'm sorry.
No, I kind of like it when you forget to give me presents. Makes me feel like we're married.
Don't worry, honey. One of these days, I'll be in the money, and you'll have more mink than a mink.
Nathan, darling, I can do without anything, just so long as you don't stop running that crap game again.
Crap game? What an absurd thought.
1,200 cheesecake and 1,500 strudel.
Huh?
Yesterday, Mindy sold 1,200 cheesecake and 1,500 strudel.
More strudel than cheesecake. That's great.
Nathan, what is this?
Nothing, honey.
Hey! Any news yet?
Not yet, Harry. I'll let you know.
Okay, Detroit.
What was that about?
His wife's having a baby.
Why is he asking you?
He's nervous. It's his first wife. Look, Adelaide, I'm expecting a fella, and I know you're hungry.
Nathan, are you trying to get rid of me?
No, I just don't want your sandwich to get soggy. Fellas, how about taking Adelaide down to the drugstore? You see, honey, you've got a cold, and it's across the street, and a lot of open manholes all around.
Nathan, darling, you're so thoughtful. You're just the sweetest person. Goodbye.
Hey, Masterson, good to see you, Sky.
Nathan, you old promoter, you.
How are you, Sky? You look great.
Feel great, Nathan. 2 wonderful weeks out west in Nevada. Great place. Beautiful scenery, healthful climate, and I beat him for 50 G's at blackjack.
50 G's. Gonna be in town long?
No, flying to Havana tomorrow.
Havana?
Yes, there's a lot of action down there. Want to come with me?
No, I got things to do. Meantime, how about dropping over to Mindy's for a piece of cheesecake? They sell a lot of cheesecake.
No, I'm not hungry. Tell me, how's Adelaide?
Fine, fine. Still dancing at the hot box.
I suppose one of these days you'll be getting married.
We all gotta go sometime.
But Nathan, we can fight it. Guys like us, Nathan, we've got to remember that, pleasant as a doll's company may be, she must always take second place to aces back to back.
Yeah. Tell me, you hungry yet? How about dropping over to Mindy's for a piece of cheesecake? A strudel or something?
I think I'll get the late results.
Oh, but you will admit Mindy's has the greatest cheesecake in the country.
Yes, I am quite partial to Mindy's cheesecake.
Who ain't? But yet there are those that prefer Mindy's strudel. Offhand, which you think he sells more of, the cheesecake or the strudel?
Well, I never give it much thought. But if everybody is like I am, I'd say Mindy sells more cheesecake than strudel.
For how much?
Huh?
For how much?
Nathan, I never knew you to be a betting man. You always take your percentage off the top.
Well, for old time's sake, I thought I'd give you a little action. I will bet you $1,000 that yesterday Mindy saw more strudel than cheesecake.
Nathan, let me tell you a story.
Oh?
When I was a young man about to go out into the world, my father says to me a very valuable thing. He says to me like this, "Son," the old guy says, "I am sorry I am not able to bankroll you to a very large start. But not having any potatoes to spare you, I am going to stake you some very valuable advice. One of these days in your travels, a man is going to come to you and show you a nice brand new deck of cards on which the seal is not yet broken. And this man is going to offer to bet you that he can make the jack of spades jump out of the deck and squirt cider in your ear. But son, do not bet this man, for as sure as you stand there, you are going to wind up with an earful of cider." Now, Nathan, I do not claim you have been clocking Mindy's cheesecake.
You don't think
but
that I...
if you're really looking for some action, I will bet you the same 1,000 you do not know the color of the necktie you have on. Well?
No bet. Blue, what a crazy color!
Nathan, we took Adelaide to the drugstore.
Oh, don't bother me!
Hiya, Sky.
Good, how's it with you fellas?
Not bad.
Nicely, thank you. Nathan, we took Adelaide to the drugstore, and she said for you to be sure to pick her up after the show at the Hot Box, and don't be late.
Yes, dear. I mean, yes.
Yes, dear. That is husband talk if I ever heard it. Nathan, you are trapped. And an Adelaide is the kind of doll that is most difficult to unload.
I don't want to unload her. I love Adelaide. And a guy without a doll, well, if a guy does not have a doll, who will holler at him? A doll is a necessity.
Nathan, I'm not putting the rap on dolls. I just think a guy should have them around when he wants them. And they are easy to find.
Not dolls like Adelaide.
Nathan, figuring weight for age, all dolls are the same.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Then how come you ain't got one? How come you're going to Havana alone without one?
I like to travel light. But if I wish to take a doll to Havana, there is a large assortment available.
Not real high-class dolls.
Any doll, you name her.
Any doll and I name her? Will you bet on that? Will you bet $1,000 that if I name a doll, you will take her to Havana tomorrow?
You gotta bet.
I name her.
Her. Sight.
Oh, one day I'm going to take a pickaxe and rip up Broadway from end to end.
They do that every day.
Do you take sinners here?
Indeed we do. Sarah,
How do you do?
my name is Abernathy. Arvide Abernathy.
Sky Masterson.
What's wrong?
What is the trouble?
My heart is heavy with sin.
Oh, you poor man.
I have wasted my life in gambling and evil betting. But I have suddenly realized the terrible things that betting can lead to.
Agatha. Coffee.
Didn't I see you a little while ago on Broadway?
Possibly. I have been wandering around, trying to build up the courage to come here.
And you're willing to give up gambling?
Certainly. I would never have become a gambler at all had I not fallen in with those evil companions who were always offering me sucker bets.
Here, young man.
No, thank you. Oh, it makes me feel good just to talk to you people.
You just go right on talking to Sister Sarah, and you'll be all right. I'm glad you found us.
The Bible says, "Seek and ye shall find."
Very good. I wish we could reach more sinners like you. We're out every day, trying.
Why don't you try the nighttime?
How's that?
As a former sinner, I happen to know that the best time to find sinners is between midnight and dawn. You might even try having an all-night session against the devil.
A very good suggestion indeed. Thank you, Brother Masterson.
You're welcome.
Coffee is so good. I can't understand why it isn't a sin.
Fine old gentleman. I suppose he sort of looks after you?
We look after each other.
Uh-huh. And if one of you goes someplace, the other goes along?
Yes, of course.
Of course.
Here are a few pamphlets I'd like you to read. They should give you a great deal of comfort.
Thank you.
And we're holding a prayer meeting on Thursday, which I'm sure you will wish to attend.
I'm sure. Miss Sarah, I hope you do not think I am getting out of line, but I think it is wonderful to see a pretty doll, a nice-looking lady like you, sacrificing yourself for the sake of others. Staying here in this place. Do you ever go anyplace else, travel or something?
I would like to go to Africa.
That's a little far, but there are a lot of wonderful places just a few hours from New York by plane. Ever been in a plane?
No.
Oh, it's wonderful.
Here's another pamphlet I'd like you to read.
Thank you. Of course, I'm going to need a lot of personal help from you. My heart is as black as 2 feet down a wolf's gullet.
I'll be speaking at the Thursday prayer meeting.
I need private lessons. Why don't we have dinner or something?
I think not, Mr. Masterson.
Sorry, just blossoming under the warmth of your kindness. Hey, that's wrong.
What's wrong?
That's not Proverbs, it's Isaiah.
It's Proverbs.
Sorry, no peace unto the wicked. Isaiah chapter 57, verse 22. Isaiah?
Isaiah.
There are 2 things that have been in every hotel room in this country. Sky Masterson and the Gideon Bible. I must have read the good book 10 or 12 times.
You've read the Bible 12 times.
What's wrong with the Bible? Perhaps in my business, the strangest information frequently comes in handy. I once won 5 G's on a parlay. Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego.
Tell me, Mr. Masterson, why are you here?
I told you I'm a sinner.
You're lying.
Well, lying's a sin. Look, I'm a big sinner. If you get me, it's 8 to 5, the others will follow. You need sinners, don't you?
We're managing.
Let's be honest, this mission is laying an egg. Why don't you let me help you? I bet I can fill this place with sinners.
I don't bet.
Then I'll make you a proposition. When is this big meeting of yours? Thursday? I will guarantee to fill that meeting with 12 genuine sinners. I will also guarantee that they will sit still and listen to you.
And what's my end of the bargain?
Have dinner with me.
Why would you want to have dinner with me?
I'm hungry. Here.
What's this?
Sky Masterson's marker for 12 sinners. You don't think it's good? Ask anyone in town. I owe you 12 sinners. I'll pick you up at noon tomorrow for dinner.
At noon?
It'll take us some time to get there.
To get where?
To my favorite restaurant.
And where is that?
El Cafe Cubana in Havana.
El Cafe Cubana in Havana?
Where do you want to eat? Howard Johnson's?
Havana?
Why not? The plane gets us there in 5 hours and back the same night. And the food is great.
I now realize, Mr. Gambler, when you were describing the blackness of your heart, you didn't do yourself justice.
And I now realize, Sister Sarah, that no matter how beautiful a sergeant is, she's still a sergeant.
Please go away.
Why don't you change your pitch, Sarge? Come to the mission, one and all. Except guys. I hate guys.
I don't hate anybody.
Except me. I'm glad to know it's just me personally and not all guys in general. It's nice to know that somewhere in the world there's a guy who might appeal to the sergeant. I wonder what this guy will be like.
He will not be a gambler.
I am not interested in what he will not be. I am interested in what he will be.
Don't worry, I'll know. For I've imagined every bit of him, from his strong moral fiber to the wisdom in his head, to the homely aroma of his pipe.
You have wished yourself a Scarsdale Galahad, the breakfast-eating Brooks Brothers type.
Yes. And I shall meet him when the time is right.
You've got this guy all figured out.
I have.
Including what he smokes, all figured out, huh?
All figured out. I'll know when my love comes along. I won't take a chance. For oh, he'll be just what I need. Not some fly-by-night Broadway romance.
And you'll know at a glance by the 2 pair of pants.
I'll know by the calm, steady voice, those feet on the ground. I'll know as I run to his arms that at last I've come home safe and sound. Until then, I shall wait. Until then, I'll be strong. For I'll know when my love comes along.
No, you're talking about love. You can't dope it like that. What are you picking, a guy or a horse?
Well, I wouldn't expect a gambler to understand.
Would you like to hear how a gambler feels about the big heartthrob?
No.
Well, I'll tell you. Mine will come as a surprise to me. Mine I'll leave to chance and chemistry.
Chemistry?
Yeah, chemistry. Suddenly I'll know when my love comes along. I'll know then and there. I'll know at the sight of her face how I care, how I care, how I care. And I'll stop and I'll stare. And I'll know long before we can speak. I'll know in my heart. I'll know, and I won't ever ask, am I right? Am I wise? Am I smart? But I'll stop and I'll stare at that face in the throng. Yes, I'll know when my love comes along. When my love comes along. Well, drop by again, in case you want to take a crack at the other cheek.
I won't take a chance, for oh, he'll be just what I need. Not some fly-by-night Broadway romance. Until then, I shall wait. Until then, I'll be strong. For I'll know when my love comes along.
Hello.
Hello? Hello? Is this the Biltmore Garage? Let me talk to Joey Biltmore.
Who's this?
Nathan Detroit?
This is Joey.
Joey, I'm calling about the
The what?
the crap game.
The what?
The crap game.
Wait a minute. I got a customer.
Hurry it up, will ya?
That'll be $8. What did you say, Nathan?
The crap game!
Don't say that on the phone. Suppose the cops are listening.
I'm sorry. The dice game. Look, Joey, is it okay if I use your place tomorrow night?
If I get $1,000,
I'll have it tomorrow.
then call me tomorrow.
Listen, Joey, if you're gonna take that attitude, I'll have the game someplace else.
Then have it someplace else.
Where else can I have it? Joey, those guaranteed. Would I lie to you?
Yes.
I'm getting it from Sky Masterson.
How do you know?
It's a bet. I can't lose. I bet him he could not take a doll to Havana.
Why couldn't he?
Because she ain't the type of doll to go to Havana.
Where does she go?
She don't go no place. That's how I know I'm gonna win.
Don't be so sure. It ain't a horse. It's a doll.
But Joey...
Nathan, there will be no crap game here tomorrow unless I get my dough in advance.
Joey, you've known me a long time.
That's why I want it in advance.
Listen, I can't talk no more. I gotta go meet Adelaide at the Hot Box. Look, just one thing. Can I at least tell the guys the game is gonna be at your place?
Not till I get the dough.
All right, you'll get it. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
I hope you get stabbed by a Studebaker.
For the grand finale of our Round the World review, we take you down to the farm with our star, Miss Adelaide and the Hot Box Farmettes.
Bushel and a peck and a hug around the neck, a hug around the neck and a barrel and a heap, barrel and a heap, and I'm talking in my sleep about you, about you. I love you, a bushel and a peck, you bet your pretty neck I do. Diddle-diddle-diddle, diddle-diddle-diddle, diddle-diddle-diddle. I love you, a bushel and a peck, a bushel and a peck, though it beats me all to heck, beats me all to heck. How I'll ever tend the farm when I want to keep my arm about you, about you. 'Cause I love you, a bushel and a peck. You bet your pretty neck I do. Doodle-doodle-doodle, doodle-doodle-doodle, doodle-doodle-doodle-doo. Goodbye now. Doodle-doodle-doodle, doodle-doodle-doodle, doodle-doodle-doodle-doo.
I love you, a bushel and a peck. That lousy Joey Biltmore, I'ma wring his little neck.
Hello, Nathan.
Oh, hello, pie face.
How are you, handsome?
Fine. What do you got there?
A book.
A book? You're always reading those books. You're becoming a regular bookie.
Nathan, darling, this is very interesting. The doctor gave it to me. I went to him about my cold.
How is your cold?
It's the same. So the doctor asked me how long I had it, and I told him a long time. And I said I thought it was on my account of dancing with hardly any clothes on, which is what I usually wear. So he said to read this book because he said it might be due to psychology.
You haven't got that, have you?
Well, Nathan, this is the kind of psychology that tells you why girls do certain kinds of things.
Oh. Would it tell you what kind of a doll will go for a certain kind of a guy, which you wouldn't think she would do so?
What do you mean?
I mean, just for instance, there are certain dolls you can almost bet they wouldn't go for certain guys.
Oh, Nathan, no matter how terrible a fellow seems, you can never be sure some girl won't go for him. Take us.
Yeah.
Nathan, darling, starting with next week, I'm going to be getting a raise. So with what I'll be making, I was wondering what you would think. Maybe we could finally get married?
Well, of course we're going to, sooner or later.
I know, Nathan. But I'm starting to worry about Mother.
Your mother? What about your mother?
Well, Nathan, this is something I never told you before, but my mother, back in Rhode Island, she thinks we're married already.
Why would she think a thing like that?
I couldn't be engaged for 14 years, could I? People don't do that in Rhode Island. They all get married.
Then why is it such a small state?
Well, anyway, I wrote I was married.
You did, huh?
Yeah, then after about 2 years...
What, after about 2 years?
We had a baby.
You told your mother we had a baby?
Well, I had to, Nathan. Mother wouldn't have understood it if we hadn't.
What kind of baby was it?
Oh, it was a boy. I named it after you, Nathan.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And, where is Nathan Jr. supposed to be now?
Oh, he's in boarding school. I wrote Mother he won the football game last Saturday.
I wish I had a bet on that.
But Nathan, oh, that's not all, Nathan.
Don't tell me he has a little sister.
All those years, Nathan. Mother believes in big families.
Shh. Just give me the grand total.
5.
5. Mother must be a glutton for punishment.
Anyway, Nathan, now we're finally getting married and it won't be a lie anymore.
Adelaide, how can you do such a thing to a nice old broad like your mother?
But Nathan, you don't even know my mother.
But I'll be meeting her soon, and what do I tell her? What do I tell her I did with the 5 kids? Traded them to the Phillies or something? What are we gonna do?
We could get married.
But marriage ain't something you jump into like it's a kettle of fish. We ain't ready.
I'm ready, Nathan. Oh. Nathan, what do you think I got in this box?
I don't know.
Nathan, what do you think I got in this box?
Sally's wedding shop. I can't guess.
It's a wedding veil. I've had it for 3 years. I won't show it to you because it's bad luck. Would you like to see it?
It's bad luck.
So you see, Nathan, darling, I got the veil. All we need now is our license and our blood test.
What?
Blood test. It's a lot.
What a city. First they close my crap game, then they open my veins.
Nathan, you're not planning on running your crap game again, are you?
Adelaide, How can you think such a thing? Why do you think I gave up the crap game in the first place? It's because I love you, and I want us two to be the happiest married couple that there is in the entire world.
Oh, Nathan. Has anybody seen an earring out here? I don't think so. You! I'm all dated up tomorrow with Society Max, and he breaks it on account of your dopey crap game. Honest, Adelaide, I pity you. Here it is.
Adelaide, look at me. I'm down on my knees.
I'll get up. It reminds me of your crap game.
Look, you're getting yourself upset. You and I are gonna be all right? After all, we love each other and we're going to get married.
I don't believe you anymore.
But it's true. Come on, you'll feel better tomorrow. Cheer up. Let me see that old smile. That's my girl. See you tomorrow.
It says here, the average unmarried female, basically insecure, due to some long frustration may react with psychosomatic symptoms, difficult to endure, affecting the upper respiratory tract. In other words, some waiting around for that plain little band of gold, a person can develop a cold. You can spray her wherever you figure the streptococci lurk. You can give her a shot for whatever she's got, but it just won't work. If she's tired of getting the fisheye from the hotel clerk, a person can develop a cold. It says here, the female remaining single, just in the legal sense, shows a neurotic tendency. C note. C note? Oh, chronic organic syndromes, toxic or hypotense, involving the eye, the ear, the nose, and throat. In other words, just from worrying whether the wedding is on or off, a person can develop a cough. You can feed her all day with the vitamin A and the bromo fizz, but the medicine never gets anywhere near where the trouble is. She's making a kind of a name for herself and the name ain't his. A person can develop a cold. And furthermore, it's from stalling the wedding trip. A person can develop a grip. When they get on the train for Niagara, and she can hear church bells chime, the compartment is air conditioned, and the mood sublime. Then they get off at Saratoga for the 14th time. A person can develop la grip, post-nasal drip, with the wheezes and the sneezes and a sinus that's really a pip. From a lack of community property and a feeling she's getting too old, a person can develop a big bad cold. And sit down!
Hey, Nicely, what you looking at?
Sky was just following Miss Sarah, and you should have seen her. She gave him a look that would have cooled off a moose at mating time.
Great, just so you don't take the daughter Havana.
Havana. He couldn't take that doll to New Rochelle. Where's Nathan? You gotta start lining up the game.
I don't know. I suppose he's trying to talk to Miss Adelaide. She's mad at him again.
That Miss Adelaide, she's always trying to take his mind off honest work.
It is too bad that a nice businessman like Nathan has to go and fall in love with his own fiancée.
Benny, that is his weakness, and we should be tolerant, because I am told it is a worldwide weakness. Look! What's playing at the Roxy? I'll tell you what's playing at the Roxy. A picture about a Minnesota man so in love with the Mississippi girl that he sacrifices everything and moves all the way to Biloxi. That's what's playing at the Roxy.
What's in the Daily News? I'll tell you what's in the Daily News. Story about a guy who bought his wife a small ruby with what otherwise would have been in his union dues. That's what's in the Daily News.
What's happening all over? I'll tell you what's happening all over. Guy sitting home by a television set who once used to be something of a rover. That's what's happening all over. Love is the thing that has licked them, and it looks like Nathan's just another victim. Yes, sir, when you see a guy reach for stars in the sky, you can bet that he's doing it for some doll.
When you spy a John waiting out in the rain, chances are he's insane, as only a John can be for a Jane.
When you see a gent paying all kinds of rent for a flat that could flatten the Taj Mahal, call it sad, call it funny, and it's better than even money that the guy's only doing it for some dough.
When you meet a Joe, lately his dough, make a bet that he's making it for some dough.
When a bum buys wine that a bum can afford, it's the cinch of the bum that's under the thumb of some little bro.
When you meet a mug, lately out of the jug, and he's still lifting platinum for the raw,
call it hell, call it heaven, it's probable 12 to 7 that the guy's only doing it for some dough.
His cash has run short, make a bet that he's banking it with some dough.
When a guy wears tails with the front gleaming white, who the hell do you think he's tickling pink on Saturday night?
When a lazy slob gets a good steady job, and he smells from Vitalis and Barbasol,
call it dumb, call it clever, but you can take odds forever that the guy's only doing it for some dough, some dough, some dough. The guy's only doing it for some dough.
Well, we finally lost him.
I do think you should have paid some attention to him.
Yes, he attended every street meeting we had this morning. He must be interested in our work.
Very.
By the way, you spoke beautifully this morning, Sarah.
No, I can't reach these people. I should never have volunteered for this post. Well, let's go into lunch. And I was going to convert to all of Broadway. I was going to have those gamblers just begging to come to the mission. General Cartwright.
Good morning, Sarah. Arvid?
Good morning, General.
General, we didn't know you were coming into town.
I got in early this morning. I've spent the last hour trying to find you.
Oh, I'm sorry. We've been holding some extra street meetings, trying to stimulate more interest.
Good morning, General. Good morning. Sarah, there's something I'd like to talk to you about. We at headquarters have come to a definite conclusion. We have decided to close this branch of the mission.
Oh, no.
Close the mission?
But, General, someone can do good here, even if I can't.
Sarah, There are so many other calls on us, so many other places where our work is really needed.
But we are doing much better now.
We've announced a big meeting for tomorrow night.
Oh, you've announced a meeting. But will anybody be here? Will anyone come?
Pardon me, I couldn't help overhearing. General, my name is Sky Masterson, former sinner.
How do you do?
How do you do? I wish to protest the closing of this mission. I believe Miss Sarah can be a big success here.
I'm glad to hear you say that, but I'm not so certain.
$1 will get you 10.
What?
General, might I make a suggestion?
Yes.
Why don't you come to the meeting tomorrow night and find out for yourself? Don't you think that would be a good idea?
Well, if I thought the mission had a chance...
General, I personally guarantee you 12 genuine sinners.
Hallelujah!
Hallelujah!
You all got your red carnations?
Yeah.
Remember, no one will be let into the game unless they got their red carnations. It's like a password.
Okay, but where's the game?
I'll tell you where the game is in a minute. Nathan, is it all set? Can I tell the boys it's at the Boatmill garage?
Not yet. I gotta stall him for a while. Joey wants his dough first.
It's 11 o'clock. They won't wait much longer.
So sue me. I left nicely at the hotel to wait for the money from Sky. It'll be there. Where's the dough?
Why hasn't it come yet?
I told you to wait for it.
Oh, I had to get groceries and I felt faint.
Get back to the hotel and wait for the money from Sky. And don't come back here without it, even if you starve to death.
Okay, Nathan.
Where's the game, Detroit?
Hey, Harry the horse. How are you, Harry? How's everything in Brooklyn?
Detroit, if you do not have no place for your game, tell us, and we'll seek elsewhere for entertainment.
Now take it easy, Harry.
I hope, Detroit, that you do not spoil our evening, inasmuch as I happen to be entertaining a very prominent guest tonight. I think you may have heard of him. I'd like you to meet Big Julie from Chicago.
Why? How do you do, Big Julie? Welcome to our fair city, in which, as you know, the heat is on. But just be patient and you'll get some action.
What do you say, Big Julie? Shall we stick around or shall we bounce?
I came in to shoot crap. Let's shoot crap.
Sure.
Nathan, if there was no game tonight, I am sure Big Julie will be considerably displeased. And Big Julie does not like to be displeased, as you can find out from those citizens who at one time or another displeased him. Although I will admit it is very hard to find such citizens in view of the fact that they are no longer around and about.
Why, Harry, you don't think I would be so rude as to displease a gentleman like Big Julie here, do you? Big Julie, believe me when I tell you that that when Nathan Detroit arranges something, you can't count on it.
Well, an interesting gathering indeed. The cream of society. Angie the Ox, Rusty Charlie, Liverlips Louie, Society Max. And Harry the Horse, all the way from Brooklyn. Oh, pardon me, I'm very bad on names, but your face looks familiar from somewhere. Tell me, where are you from?
East Cicero, Illinois.
What do you do there?
I'm a scoutmaster.
Oh. Well, don't ever help my mother across the street. Lovely. This looks like the male chorus line from Blossom Time. Tell me, what is the occasion? Huh?
Well, we were just...
It's a party.
Oh, indeed. Oh, what kind of a party, huh?
Goodbye, girls. See you tomorrow.
It's a bachelor party. Nathan's getting married.
What?
That is correct, Lieutenant. It's a bachelor dinner. Nathan's getting married.
Yes, sir.
For he's a jolly good fellow, for he's a jolly good fellow, for he's a jolly good fellow.
which nobody cannot deny.
Oh, Nathan, darling, I'm so thrilled. Why didn't you tell me?
It was a surprise.
Oh, when I saw you standing here with all these fine gentlemen, I never dreamt it was a bachelor dinner. I thought it was...
Oh, it's a bachelor dinner.
It's a bachelor dinner.
Yes, sir, a bachelor dinner.
Just think, after 14 years, I'm finally going to become Mrs. Nathan Detroit. Time certainly does fly.
Tell me, Nathan, when is the happy day?
When will it be, Nathan?
Well,
Nathan, these fine gentlemen have gone through all the trouble of giving you a bachelor dinner. Well, you should at least tell them the wedding date.
well, we need time for a license and a blood test.
Gee, wouldn't it be wonderful if we could get married tomorrow night? Right after the show at the Hot Blocks.
Adelaide, we need time for a license.
Elope?
What?
You could drive down to Maryland. What's the name of that town?
Pimlico?
Not Pimlico. Elkton. They'll marry you right away. They don't ask you for a blood test.
Ain't that unhealthy?
Nathan, that's a great idea. Elope! I'll lend you my getaway car. I mean my Buick.
Oh, Nathan, let's do it.
Well, what the hell?
Yay! My congratulations too, Nathan. And I only hope there's nothing in heredity.
Oh, Nathan, I got so many things to do before we elope. You'll be at the Hot Box tomorrow night.
I'll have a table reserved and I'll be all dressed up in whatever you'll open.
Oh, Nathan, I'm so happy. I ought to wire Mother. Only what'll I wire her?
Send a telegram and date it back 14 years.
I better wait until we have 5 children. It won't take us long.
Nathan, you're indeed a lucky fellow. A most beautiful doll indeed. Do you agree, Big Julie?
Tell me, how long you know the doll?
14 years.
Let's shoot crap.
Hey! Nathan, you better find a place.
How can I? The money from Sky ain't come yet.
Maybe it won't come. Maybe he took the doll to Havana.
How couldn't he? He couldn't have. She couldn't have gone.
Ham sandwich. Santo Cristo, the second oldest mission in Cuba. Come on.
Where to?
To see the oldest. Don't miss the dungeons. We're prisoners. We're thrown to the sharks.
Sounds like a million laughs.
Here is buried Christopher Columbus.
At least he's lying down. How about a drink?
A milkshake, please.
Dulce de leche.
These are delicious. What did you call them?
Dulce de leche.
Dulce de leche. What's in them? Besides milk.
Oh, sugar. In a kind of native flavoring.
What's the name of the flavoring?
Bacardi.
It's very good. I'll have another. Woo! Bacardi have alcohol in it?
Only enough to act as a preservative.
You know, this would be a wonderful way to get children to drink milk.
Take it easy, slugger. It's over and you're still a champ. Are you all right?
Am I all right? Ask me, how do I feel? Ask me now that we're cozy and clinging. Well, sir, all I can say is if I were a bell, I'd be ringing. From the moment we kissed tonight, that's the way I just gotta behave. But if I were a lamp, I'd light. And if I were a banner, I'd wave. Ask me, how do I feel? Little me with my quiet upbringing. Well, sir, all I can say is if I were a gate, I'd be swinging. And if I were a watch, I'd start popping my spring. Or if I were a bell, I'd go ding dong, ding. Ask me, how do I feel from this chemistry lesson I'm learning?
Chemistry?
Yeah, chemistry. Well, sir, all I can say is if I were a bridge, I'd be burning. Yes, I knew my morale would crack from the wonderful way that you looked. But if I were a duck, I'd quack. And if I were a goose, I'd be cooked. Ask me, how do I feel? Ask me now that we're fondly caressing. Pal, if I were a salad, I know I'd be splashing my dressing. Ask me how to describe this whole beautiful thing. Well, if I were a bell, I'd go ding dong, ding dong, ding. Havana is so wonderful. Why don't we stay a couple nights and see how wonderful it really is?
I think we'd better hurry if we want to catch the plane back to New York.
Oh, I don't want to go back to New York.
I'm taking you back.
You're no gentleman.
Look, a doll like you shouldn't get mixed up with a guy like me. It's no good. I'm no good. You want to know why I took you to Havana? I made a bet. That's how I met you in the first place. I made a bet.
Well, how else would a girl meet a gambler?
Come on.
No.
I've got to think what's best for you.
Oh, you talk just like a missionary. Thank you for bringing me back. I must have behaved very badly.
No, you were fine.
Oh, girls. Gee, I don't know how I'll get home with all this stuff. It was wonderful of you to give it to me. Oh, Sky, hello.
How are you, Miss Adelaide?
Fine, Sky. Look, the girls went to an all-night drugstore and surprised me with a kitchen shower.
That's wonderful, Adelaide. You know Miss Sarah?
How do you do?
Glad to meet you. You know, Sky, we're eloping tomorrow night, right after the hot box, Nathan and I.
Good luck.
Thank you, Sky. Gee, I feel like a housewife already. I'm gonna love being in the kitchen. I've tried all the other rooms.
Miss Adelaide certainly seems happy.
She's in love.
Yeah.
What time is it?
I don't know, 4 o'clock?
This is your time of day, isn't it? I've never been up this late before.
How do you like it?
So peaceful and wonderful.
You're finding out something I've known for quite a while. My time of day is the dark time, a couple of deals before dawn, when the street belongs to the cop and the janitor with the mop, and the grocery clerks are all gone. When the smell of the rain-washed pavement comes up clean and fresh and cold, and the street lamp light fills the gutter with gold, that's my time of day, my time of day. And you're the only doll I've ever wanted to share it with me. Obadiah.
Obadiah, what's that?
Obadiah Masterson, that's my real name. You're the first person I ever told it to. I've never been in love before. Now all at once it's you forevermore. I've never been in love before. I thought my heart was safe. I thought I knew the score. But this is wine that's all too strange and strong. I'm full of foolish song, and out my song must pour. So please forgive this helpless haze I'm in. I've really never been in love before.
I've never been in love before. Now all at once it's you forevermore. I've never been in love before. I thought my heart was safe. I thought I knew the score. But this is wine that's all too strange and strong. I'm full of foolish song, and out my song must pour.
So please forgive this helpless haze I'm in. I've really never been in love before.
Oh, grandfather, I thought you'd be asleep.
Oh, hello, Sarah, dear. Good morning, Brother Masterson.
Good morning, Brother Arvide.
We took your advice, have an all-night session against the devil. We spoke to a lot of sinners. Where have you been, Sarah?
I've been to Cuba.
You're even more tired than I am.
What the hell is this? Hey, what is this?
Canasta!
Wait a minute! I'm losing 10 G's!
I've seen a lot of strange things in my time, but never have I seen a crap game going full blast at a mission!
Crap game?
Sarah, you know I had nothing to do
No,
with
this never would have
don't you?
happened if we hadn't. I shouldn't have gone with you. It was wrong.
No, it wasn't. You went to help the mission.
Did I?
Will I see you tomorrow?
Everyone is welcome at the mission.
That's not what I mean.
It's no good, Sky. You said it yourself. It's no good.
Why not? What the hell kind of doll are you anyway?
I'm a mission doll.
premiere number of the evening, the Hot Box proudly presents Miss Adelaide and her debutantes.
He bought me the fur thing 5 winters ago, and the gown the following fall. Then the necklace, the bag, the gloves, and the hat. That was late 48, I recall. Then last night in his apartment, he tried to remove them all. And I said, as I ran down the hall, take back your mink, take back your poils. What made you think that I was one of those squirrels? Take back the gown, take back the hat. Now I may be down, but I'm not flat as all that. I thought that each expensive gift you'd arrange was a token of your esteem. But when I think of what you want in exchange, it all seems a horrible dream. So take back your mink to from whence it came, and tell them to Hollanderize it for some other day. Take back your mink, take back your coils. What made you think that I was one of those girls? I'm screaming! Take back the gown, take back the hat. I may be down, but I'm not flat as all that. I thought that each expensive gift you'd arrange was a token of your esteem. When I think of what you want in exchange, it all seems a horrible dream. Take back your mink, those old worn-out pelts, and go shorten the sleeves for somebody else. Well, wouldn't you?
Will you be with Mr. Detroit's party, sir?
Is he here?
No, sir. Mr. Detroit has not been here all evening.
Bring me Orion soda.
Certainly.
Sky, have you seen Miss Adelaide?
Huh?
I bring a message for her from Nathan. I wish Nathan would bring his own messages.
What is the message? Where is Nathan?
It's this way. Nathan's aunt in Pittsburgh was suddenly taken ill with
A rare tropical disease?
Yeah, that's not bad.
Thank you.
Anyway, Nathan has
Nicely,
to...
what is the message? Where is Nathan?
The crap game is still going on.
Since last night.
Big Jolie, being a large loser, does not wish the game to terminate. In fact, he is most insistent. So we find another place, and the game goes on.
Where's the game?
Are you looking for some action?
No, I'm leaving town tonight, but I would like to talk to some of the guys. You see, I gave a marker to, well, somebody, and I'd kind of like to...
I'll meet you outside.
What about Nathan's message?
Oh, Nathan's in Pittsburgh with a rare tropical land. Goodbye.
What? I don't understand. Sky, Nathan has to come here tonight. We're all hoping to get married. Is it the crap game again?
You know Nathan. Why does it surprise you?
But he promised to change.
Change? Why is it the second you dolls get a guy you like, you bring him right in for alterations?
What about you men? Why can't you marry people like other people do and live normal like people? Have a home with wallpaper and bookends?
No, Miss Adelaide.
What do you mean, no?
Guys like Nathan Detroit and, yeah, Sky Masterson, we don't belong in a life like that. So when dolls get mixed up with guys like us, it's no good. No good. See you in a couple months.
But where are you going?
I don't know, Las Vegas maybe? I have a ticket on the late plane.
Will you see Nathan before you go?
Maybe.
Well, tell him I never want to talk to him again. Have him call me here.
Look, why don't you find another guy?
I can't. I love Nathan. Wait till you fall for somebody. You'll find out.
Yeah.
In other words, just from sitting alone at a table reserved for two, a person can develop the flu. You can bundle her up in her woolies, and I mean the warmest brand. You can wrap her in sweaters and coats till it's more than her frame can stand. If she still gets the feeling she's naked from looking at her left hand, a person can develop the flu. The flu, 103.2. So much virus inside that her microscope slide looks like a day at the zoo. Just from wanting her memories inviting and a story her folks can be told, a person can develop a cold.
Slow down, Sarah. Slow down. Oh. Look, suppose we don't have a big meeting tonight. Suppose no one is there at all. We'll explain to the general.
We won't have to explain. It'll be very clear. I just want to get away from this place, to go somewhere
where all the sinners are respectable and well-behaved.
You saw what happened last night. They were gambling in our mission.
And someday they'll be praying there. Even a man like Sky Masterson. He came seeking refuge.
He came seeking me. Did you know that?
Are you kidding? I knew that the minute he started picking on you. But I didn't know that you would get stuck on him.
I'll get over it.
What do you want to get over it for? It isn't pneumonia.
The man I love will not be a gambler.
But if you love him enough...
He will not be a gambler.
Sarah, dear. I've always taken care of you. All I want is for you to be happy.
Velvet, I can wish you for the color of your coat, and fortune smiling all along your way. But more I cannot wish you than to wish you find your love, your own true love, this day. mansions I can wish you, 7 footmen all in red, and calling cards upon a silver tray. But more I cannot wish you than to wish you find your love, your own true love, this day. Standing there, gazing at you, full of the bloom of youth. Standing there, gazing at you, with the sheep's eye and the licorice tooth. Music I can wish you, merry music while you're young, and wisdom when your hair has turned to gray. But more I cannot wish you than to wish you find your love, your own true love, this day. With the sheep's eye and the licorice tooth and the strong arms to carry you away.
Good evening, Miss Sarah. Brother Abernathy, how goes the soul saving? Tonight's the big meeting, isn't it?
It's supposed to be. The general will be there, and...
The general's a tough doll, eh?
Well, very few people will be there. In fact, nobody. And...
I don't think Mr. Masterson is interested in our troubles, grandfather. We have to hurry.
Miss Sarah, you've forgotten something, and being a gambler, I never forget things like this. You hold my marker for 12 sinners tonight.
Thank you, Mr. Masterson, but I'd rather you forget about it.
I cannot welch a marker.
Mr. Masterson, last night our mission was filled with your friends. Let us say we're even.
if you don't fill that marker, I'll tell the whole town you're a dirty welcher.
Nicely. Where's the crap game?
Well, Sky, it's about a 10-minute walk from here.
Which way?
This way!
Let's shoot crap!
Let's go.
Wait a minute. Where y'all going? I came here to shoot crap.
You see, Big Julie, the guys are slightly fatigued from weariness, having been shooting crap for a while, namely 24 hours.
I do not care who is tired. I am out 25 G's, so nobody leaves.
Gentlemen, I begin to see the logic of Big Julie. It is not that Big Julie is a bad loser. It is merely that he prefers to win. Right, Big Julie?
Give me the dice. I'm shooting 500.
Take 200.
I'm half dead. If you do not shut up, Big Julie will arrange the other half.
Huh!
And it's a 1-1 snake eyes you lose. And that's $50 for the house. But the dice are yours and your luck is bound to.
Shut up. Another 5.
200 more.
And here comes the big lucky roll.
Huh!
And it's snake eyes again.
Tough luck, Big Julie.
Well, that cleans me.
Thank God.
But I ain't through yet. I will now play on credit.
You gotta be kidding.
See, Big Julie, the guys are pretty tired. Of course, me personally, I am fresh as a daisy.
Then I will play with you.
Me?
Yeah, you. You've been raking down out of your pot. You must have by now quite a bundle.
Well, being I assume the risk, it is only fair I should assume some dough.
Detroit, I'm going to roll you, willy or nilly. If I lose, I will give you my marker.
And if I lose?
You'll give him cash.
Let me hear it from Big Julie.
You will give me cash.
Now I heard it.
Here's my marker. Put up your dough. Is anything wrong?
No. I owe you $1,000 signed X. How is it you can write 1,000, but you cannot write your own signature?
I was good in arithmetic, but I stunk in English.
Yeah, this'll put you through Harvard.
I'm rolling 1,000. And to change my luck, I will use my own dice.
Oh,
I had them made for me, especially in Chicago.
Big Julie, you cannot interpolate Chicago dice in a New York crap game.
It's a breach of etiquette.
Show me where it says that in Emily Post.
Not that I wish to seem petty, but can I look at these dice? But these dice ain't got spots on them. They're blank.
I had the spots removed for luck, but I remember where the spots formerly were.
You are going to roll blank dice and call them from remembering where the spots formerly was?
Why not?
I see no reason.
Ha! A 5 and a 5. My point is 10.
Well, I still got a chance.
Tenzi, come againzi.
I wish he'd fall down on his enzy.
Ha! A 10. I win.
A 10?
A 6 and a 4.
Which is the 6 and which is the 4?
Either way. Now I'm shooting 2,000. Get it up.
I just remembered. I'm open tonight. Adelaide is waiting for me.
Get up the 2,000.
How about letting some of the other chaps in on the front?
After I'm through with you, 2,000. Ha! 7. I win.
What a surprise.
Detroit, I think I would take it easy this time.
What do you mean?
I'm shooting $1.
I'll take all of it.
Ha! How do you like that? Snake eyes, I lose.
For this, I got to bend down.
Now I'll give you a chance. I'm rolling you for 3,000.
3 G's!
I am rolling you for 3 G's. Put it down there.
Wouldn't it be more convenient if I put it right in your pocket?
Get it up. Ha! 11. I win.
Well, that cleans me.
Now I'll play with you guys.
Oh, wait a minute. You gotta give me a chance to get even. I will roll you now, but with my dice.
All right, Detroit, that's fair. What are you going to use for money?
I'll give you my marker.
And you want Big Julie to put up cash?
Nathan done it.
Sure, I done it. What kind of deal is this anyway? Him with his no spot dice. Somebody ought to knock the spots off him.
Call it, Nathan.
Nathan, don't make Big Julie have to do something to you.
Yeah, I'm on my vacation.
Go ahead, shoot me, put me in cement. At least I would know where I am. Here, I risked my neck to set up the crap game. I even promised to get married on the account of it. And look how I wind up, broke in a sewer. Believe me, my tough friend from Chicago, there is nothing you can do to me that would not cheer me up. Here they are.
Good evening, gentlemen.
Well, fresh blood. You looking for some action?
I would like to talk to some of you guys.
We ain't talking. We're shooting crap.
I am asking only for 1 minute.
We are shooting crap.
It has to do with Miss Sarah Brown's mission.
Say, who is this guy?
It's the fellow I was telling you. Took the mission down to Havana.
Oh, I get it. Look, fella, why don't you go back to your praying tomato? You're slowing up the action around here.
If you're looking for some action, would you care to make a small wager on a proposition?
What's the proposition?
Am I right-handed or left-handed?
How would I know a thing like that?
I'll give you a clue.
Hey! Kindly return this to Sears Roebuck.
Look, you guys. Tonight at Miss Sarah Brown's mission at 409 West 49th Street, they are holding a midnight prayer meeting. I promised to deliver them some sinners, and when it comes to sinning, most of you are high up among the paint cards.
I don't want to waste no evening in no hallelujah joint.
If you won't do it as a favor to me, do it as a favor to yourselves. I can guarantee that the air in the mission smells cleaner than down here. And maybe it would not hurt you guys to learn something more than the odds on making a 4 the hard way.
You've been reading the Bible too much.
So what? Maybe the Bible don't read as lively as the scratch sheet, but it is twice as accurate. Well, I tried. See you around, Nathan.
Hey, Sky, about the Havana business, I regret I temporarily do not have the $1,000 to pay you.
You don't have to pay me. You won.
But I thought you took Miss Sarah to Havana.
You thought wrong.
Come on, Big Julie, get up. I've now got enough dough to roll you, but with my dice.
Nothing doing. With those dice, he cannot make it past to save his soul.
What'd you say?
I says with them dice, he cannot make it past to save his soul.
Well, maybe I can make a pass to save his. And yours, and yours. I am going to roll the dice. I will bet each of you $1,000 against your souls. $1,000 against a marker for your souls. If I win, you all show up at the mission tonight. Is it okay?
Let me get this. If you lose, we each get $1,000. But if you win, we gotta show up to the mission Dog's Cabaret.
If I win, you all come to the Save a Soul mission. One meeting.
Okay,
By me too.
You too, Nathan. $1,000 against your soul.
Me? I don't even know if I got one.
You got one someplace.
How do you spell soul?
S-O...
Okay, put down your markers. Give me the dice. And give me room.
Hey, let's go. Move it. Clear here. Let's go. Get out.
What's the matter, Sky? Turning chicken?
You've seen me roll for 100 G's. But I got a little more than dough riding on this one. They call you Lady Luck, but there is room for doubt. At times you have a very unladylike way of running out. You're on this date with me. The pickings have been lush. And yet before this evening is over, you might give me the brush. You might forget your manners. You might refuse to stay. And so the best that I can do is pray.
Roll down the dice. Roll them out. We got the money.
Luck be a lady tonight. Luck be a lady tonight. Luck if you've ever been a lady to begin with. Luck be a lady tonight. Luck let a gentleman see how nice a dame you can be. I know the way you've treated other guys you've been with. Luck be a lady with me. A lady doesn't leave her escort. It isn't fair, it isn't nice. A lady doesn't wander all over the room and blow on some other guy's dice. So let's keep the party polite. Never get out of my sight. Stick with me, baby, I'm the fellow you came in with. Luck be a lady. Luck be a lady. Luck be a lady tonight.
Luck be a lady tonight. Luck be a lady tonight. Luck if you've ever been a lady to begin with. Luck be a lady tonight.
Luck, let a gentleman see.
Luck, let a gentleman see.
How nice a dame you can be.
How nice a dame you can be.
I know the way you've treated other guys you've been with. Luck,
Be a lady with me.
A lady wouldn't flirt with strangers. She'd have a heart, she'd have a soul. A lady wouldn't make little snake eyes at me when I bet my life on this roll. So let's keep the party polite.
Let's keep the party polite.
Never get out of my sight.
Never get out of my sight.
Stick with me,
Stick
baby, I'm
here,
the fellow
baby.
you came
Stick
in
here,
with. Luck,
baby.
be a lady.
Luck, be a lady.
Luck, be a lady.
Luck, be a lady. Roll, will you, roll, will you? What's the matter? Roll the dice.
No.
Coming out, coming out, coming out, coming out. Right. Ha!
I tell you, I don't want to go to no prayer meeting.
Big Julie will give you a mucker, and if you won't, it'll cause me no little embarrassment. And I'm sure you do not wish me no embarrassment.
But if it ever gets back to Chicago that I went to a prayer meeting, no decent person will talk to me.
Adelaide?
Oh, what a coincidence!
Adelaide, did nicely explain to you about tonight? I hope you ain't sorry about it.
Please, let us not have a vulgar scene. After all, we are civilized people. We do not have to conduct ourselves like a slob.
Adelaide, what is this? You're my doll.
Your doll? Please, if that weren't so amusing, one could laugh at it.
Adelaide, baby, how can you carry on like this over one lousy elopement? Adelaide, please.
It's no use, Nathan. I have succeeded in your not being able to upset me no more. I have got you completely out of my... Oh, Nathan!
Adelaide, baby, don't ever do that to me again. I can't stand it. We'll get married. We'll have a home, a little white house with a green fence, just like the Whitney colors.
Look, Nathan, we gotta do it soon. I got another letter from my mother asking a lot of questions, and she put in a letter for you, too.
A letter for me? From your mother? Well... Dear son Nathan, this is my first letter to you, although you have now been married to my daughter for 12 years. But I feel like I know you from Adelaide's letters, and in my mind's eye, I can see you as you go down to work every morning at 7. What a responsibility it must be to be the assistant manager of an A&P. I'm not even the manager.
I was gonna promote you for Christmas.
I know how hard you have to work to take care of your family. Adelaide and the 5 children and the one that's on the way!
Mother wanted me to visit her, so I had to tell her that.
Don't she know I can't have 6 kids and what they pay me at A&P? I am very proud to have you as a son-in-law. You're a good man, and I know you will always take care of Adelaide. I feel like a heel.
Look, Nathan, darling, we can still make everything all right. It's not even midnight. 5 minutes to 12. Let's elope right now.
Okay, Adelaide. No, I can't.
Why not?
Come on, Nathan. Come on.
Nathan, why can't we elope right now?
Because, well, I gotta go to a prayer meeting.
Nathan, this is the biggest lie you ever told me.
But I promise you it's true.
You promised me this, you promised me that. You promised me anything under the sun, and you give me a kiss, and you're grabbing your hat, and you're off to the races again. When I think of the time gone by,
Adelaide.
and I think of the way I tried,
Adelaide.
I can honestly die.
Call a lawyer and sue me, sue me. What can you do me? I love you. Give a holler and hate me, hate me. Go ahead, hate me. I
The
love
best
you.
years of my life, I was a fool to give to.
All right, already. I'm just a no good Nick. All right, already, it's true. So new, so sue me, sue me. What can you do me? I love.
You gamble it here, you gamble it there, you gamble on everything, all except me, and I'm sick of you keeping me up in the air till you're back in the money again. When I think of the time gone by,
Adelaide!
and I think of the way I tried,
Adelaide!
I could honestly die.
Serve a paper and sue me, sue me. What can you do me? I love you.
Achoo!
Give a holler and hate me, hate me. Go ahead, hate me, I love
you. Wind up in jail, don't come for me to bail.
All right, already. So call a policeman. All right, already. It's true. So new. So sue me, sue me. What can you do me? I love.
And again, you're running the game. I'm not gonna play second fiddle to that. I'm sick of time stalling around and telling you now that we're through. When I think of the time gone by,
Adelaide!
And I think of the way I tried,
Adelaide.
I could honestly die.
Sue me, sue me, shoot bullets through me. I love you.
It is now several minutes past midnight. Isn't anyone coming? Sergeant Sarah, something is very wrong.
Maybe your watch is fast.
General, I know what's wrong. I'm wrong. I failed. I've spoken to these people day after day, but my words haven't reached them. I think you had better go. There's no use in staying.
I swear, that Sky Masterson, he's kind of like a snowflake, you know? Because he's real pretty on the outside, but there's nothing
Welcome,
up here.
brothers.
I swear.
Welcome.
Is everybody here? Where's Nathan Detroit?
Present.
Miss Sarah, here you are. A dozen or more assorted sinners. Sorry we didn't have time to clean them up.
Won't you gentlemen sit down?
Sit down, all of you.
I would like to welcome you gentlemen to the Save a Soul mission.
Just a minute, you guys. This is a mission, not Roseland, and I suggest that you do not indulge in any unpleasantness. Since I am required to depart for points westward tonight, I am appointing Nathan Detroit Major Domo in my place. Nathan, if anybody does not conduct himself according to Hoyle, he will answer to Sky Masterson personally. And that means in person.
What a remarkable young man.
So remember that, you guys? Brother Abernathy, your dice.
Brothers, we are honored tonight. Our meeting will be conducted by the head of our organization, General Cartwright.
How wonderful it is to have our mission graced with the presence of so many evil-looking sinners. Now, who would like to testify? Who would like to get the ball rolling by giving testimony?
Benny, give testimony. I ain't no stool pigeon.
Come, brothers. I know it is difficult, but let one of you give testimony to the sin that is in his heart.
Benny, tell him what a bum you are. Benny.
I always was a bad guy and a gambler, but I ain't gonna do it no more. Thank you.
There. Don't you feel much better now?
I'm all right.
Anyone else?
Big Jolie.
What's the pitch?
Just tell him about all the terrible things you did, but you ain't gonna do no more.
Well, I used to be bad when I was a kid, but ever since then I have gone straight, as I can prove by my record. 33 arrests and no convictions.
Harry.
Oh, no.
Oh, yes, Harry the horse.
Well, like when Sky was rolling us for our souls.
I beg your pardon?
Sky Masterson. He wrote us each $1,000 against our souls. That's why we're here.
I don't think I understand.
I do, General. He means that they are only here because Sky Masterson won them in a dice game.
Uh-huh. How wonderful. This whole meeting, the result of gambling. It shows how good really can come of evil. Sergeant Sarah, you have done remarkable work.
Hasn't she, though?
Thank you.
Hey! I ain't finished my testimony yet. My sins is that when Sky was rolling us for those $1,000, I wish I would win instead of having to come here. But now that I am here, I still wish it.
Yeah. Anyone else?
We will now hear testimony from Brother Nicely Johnson. Brother Nicely Johnson.
Get up, you!
Oh, well, it happened to me kind of funny. Like a dream. Yeah, that's it. A dream.
Tell us in your own words.
I dreamed last night I got on the boat to heaven, and by some chance I had brought my dice along, and there I stood, and I hollered someone fade me, but the passengers, they knew right from wrong. For the people all said, sit down, you're rocking the boat. People all said, sit down, you're rocking the boat. And the devil will drag you under by the sharp lapel of your checkered coat. Sit down, sit down, sit down, sit down. Sit down, you're rocking the boat. I sailed away on that little boat to heaven, and by some chance found a bottle in my fist, and there I stood, nicely passing out the whiskey. But the passengers were bound to resist. For the people all said beware, you're on. People all said beware, don't scuttle the ship. And the devil will drag you under by the fancy tire of your wicked throat. Sit down, sit down, sit down, sit down, sit down, you're rocking the boat. Sit down. And as I laughed at those passengers to heaven, a great big wave came and washed me overboard, and as I sank and I hollered, someone save me, that's the moment I woke up. Thank the Lord. And I said to myself, sit down, sit down. Said to myself, sit down, you're rocking the boat. And the devil will drag you under, and your soul so heavy you never float. Sit down, sit down, sit down, sit down, sit down, you're rocking the boat. Sit down, you're rocking, sit down, sit down, sit down, you're rocking the boat. Sit down, you're rocking, sit down, sit down, sit down, you're rocking the boat. Sit down, you're rocking, sit down, sit down, sit down, you're rocking the boat. Sit down, you're rocking, sit down, sit down, sit down, you're rocking the boat. Sit down, you're rocking.
Anything we can do for you, Brother Brannigan? Perhaps you would care to testify.
I will do my testifying in court, or I will testify that you ran a crap game here in this mission last night. Sister Sarah, you saw them when they came out. Aren't these the fellows?
I never saw them before in my life.
There's a right, Broad.
Now, if you would not mind, Lieutenant Brannigan, we would like to continue our meeting.
I never saw a crapshooter spend so much time in a mission. Maybe that's what they mean by holy rollers.
Thank you, Miss Sarah. People, I also have a confession to make, and I gotta get it off my chest. We did shoot crap here last night, and we're all sorry. Ain't we, boys? Ain't we, boys?
I'm really sorry.
But I did another terrible thing. I made a bet with a certain guy he could not take a certain doll away with him on a trip, and for this I'm very sorry. Although it did not do me any harm as I won the bet.
You won the bet?
Sure. The guy told me that he didn't take the doll. Whew. I feel a whole lot better.
Hallelujah!
Hallelujah!
Hallelujah.
Gentlemen, we will now sing number 244, Follow the Fold.
Vicks on your chest and get plenty of rest. You can wisely warn her. But in spite of the quiet massages and diet, she's still a goner. She gets the idea that the little church will always be round the corner. A poison can develop a cold. Oh, hello.
Good evening.
I'm Adelaide, the well-known fiancé.
Oh, yes. When are you getting married?
The 12th of never.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I didn't get even close enough to a church to be left at it. Gee, what'll I ever tell my mother?
Oh, your mother will understand. You just tell her that the engagement has been broken.
I'm afraid that might confuse her. Maybe I'll tell her Nathan is dead and then see to it.
Oh, you mustn't carry hate in your heart, Miss Adelaide. You must try to be forgiving and understanding, and all the pain will go away. You know, the Bible tells us in Isaiah. Isaiah. Isaiah.
Oh, you got a boyfriend named Isaiah, huh?
Isaiah was an ancient prophet.
Don't tell me that. No one cries like that over an old guy. Whoever it is, you got it bad. You know, the other night when I saw you with Sky Masterson. Oh no! You're not in love with Sky! Oh, you poor thing!
I thought I hated him.
I thought I hated Nathan. I still think I hate him. That's love!
Adelaide, can men like Sky ever change?
For 14 years, I've tried to change Nathan. I always thought how wonderful it would be if he was, well, different.
I've thought about Sky that way too.
I've sat and pictured him by the hour. Nathan, my Nathan, in a little home in the country. Happy. wonderful?
Wouldn't it? If only Sky.
But they just can't change.
A little while ago, at our prayer meeting, there are a lot of gamblers who acted as if though they could change.
But that doesn't mean, wait a minute. Gamblers at your prayer meeting? Was Nathan Detroit there?
I'm sure I've heard the name.
How do you like that brat? Just when he should have been lying, he's telling the truth? Huh. Well, I'm glad I'm through with him. And you ought to be glad you're through with Sky, too.
I am.
Well, what are we, crazy or something? At Wanamaker's and Saxon Klein's, a lesson I've been taught. You can't get alterations on a dress you haven't bought.
At any vegetable market from Borneo to Nome, you mustn't squeeze the melon till you get the melon home.
You simply gotta gamble.
You get no guarantee.
Now, doesn't that kind of apply to you and I?
You and me.
Whatever. Why not?
Why not what?
Marry the man today. Trouble though he may be, much as he loves to play, crazy and wild and free.
Marry the man today, rather than sigh and sorrow.
Marry the man today and change his ways tomorrow.
Marry the man today.
Marry the man today.
Maybe he's leaving
Maybe
town.
he's leaving town.
Don't let him get away.
Don't let him get away.
Hurry and track him down.
Counterattack him and
marry the man today. Give him the girlish laughter. Give him your hand today and save the fist for after.
Slowly introduce him to the better things. Respectable, conservative, and clean.
Reader's Digest.
Guy Lombardo.
Rogers Pete's. Galoshes.
Ovaltine.
Yes, but marry the man today. Handle it meek and gently.
Marry the man today and train him subsequently.
Carefully expose him to domestic life. And if he ever tries to stray from you, have a pot roast.
Have a headache.
Have a baby.
Have 2, 6, 9.
Stop! Marry the man today. Rather than sigh and sorrow, marry the man today and change his ways.
And change his ways.
And change his ways.
And change his ways.
And change his ways. Tomorrow.
Give me the light paper.
Nathan, come on! We're waiting for you.
Just a minute, Adelaide. I'm waiting on the lieutenant. Thank you, Lieutenant.
Nathan, close up the newsstand. We're getting married.
Look, is this wedding having a knot? I spent $50 on this Manensatorium.
Nathan, come on.
Gee, Adelaide, you picked the busiest time of day.
Let's go. Where's the wedding?
Holy smokes!
What's the matter?
I didn't get a place for the wedding.
Oh, Nathan.
How about the Biltmore Garage?
Brothers and sisters, life is one big crap game, and the devil is using loaded dice.
Where's the crap game?
Brother Masterson.
Yes, Brother Detroit.
Can we get married in your mission, Adelaide and I?
Certainly. I married Brother Masterson and Sister Sarah. Glad to do the same for you.
I'll lay you 8 to 5. You'll be very happy.
What Obadiah means is,
Obadiah?
he wishes you every happiness, and so do I.
Thank you very much. I know we're going to be happy. We're going to have a little place in the country, and Nathan will be sitting there beside me every single night.
When you see a guy reach for stars in the sky, you can bet that he's doing it for some doll. When you spot a John waiting out the rain, chances are he's the same as only a John can be for a Jane. When you meet a gent paying all kinds of rent for a flat that could flatten the Taj Mahal,